Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, and all that good stuff, everybody. It's been about a month since I last made a video for you guys, and last couple days I've been just jotting down some notes to keep me on track, what I want to speak about. This past December has been, I don't know, a little disappointing in regards of training. It started out rough, and then just the holidays kicked in, and I didn't get much time for training, and I just wanted to relax and enjoy visiting and all that stuff. So we'll just get right into it here. End of November I went for that VO2 Max test, and that was like a 3-part assessment. There's the VO2 Max test, the hemoglobin and hematocrit blood work I had, and a body composition analysis. The VO2 Max was kind of interesting. I've never done that before. Yeah, it was on a treadmill, and it just basically gets you warmed up on the treadmill, and the speed ramps up, the incline ramps up, and it wants you to get you going to your maximum heart rate, which is it's pretty intense, 15 minutes or so, and it's just basically a measurement of the amount of oxygen that a body can utilize, I guess, during intense exercise. And I wasn't sure what numbers were good and what numbers were expected for someone not like my age. That's 189 pounds, 45 years old. So my number was 47.1, which I wasn't sure if that was good or not, but look it up online, and it's actually not too bad for someone my age. I was just comparing other numbers, such as like NHL. The average numbers are around the upper 50s. Mine was 47.1. Triathletes are around 65, and Joe McGinley, famous Calgary Flame NHL player, retired now, his was 70, which is crazy. That's really high. So I have my next assessment in February, so I'll do that again. I'm going to get it done quarterly, so 3 times next year. I had one done already, obviously. So we'll see if it improves and how much it improves, and what I can do to maintain it or build that number higher. What else was oh yeah, the hemoglobin. That was just a little skin prick test on my thumb or finger, and it's just a measure of the protein in blood, in your red blood cells, that carries oxygen to the muscles, organs, tissues. And that number was, for me, was 14.5, and the average is 13.5 to 17.5 for adult males. So it was a little low on the normal end, and I guess that's due to low iron content in my blood. So something to remedy that was to increase my vitamin C intake during meals. Your body can eat iron and everything, but without the vitamin C, your body's not gonna absorb it as efficiently as it could. And hematocrit is the ratio of the volume of red blood cells in your blood, and that's expressed as like a percentage. So mine was 43%, and the average is 42 to 54% for adult males. And that's also linked with the hemoglobin. So that's also related to low iron content. So I've been taking vitamin C pills or chewables every meal. And they're low doses, but instead of taking 1 or 2 a day, I take 4 a day. And we'll see if that's gonna help jump up that number a bit. Because if you have low iron, you're gonna be more lethargic, tired. So Not that I really was, but I just want to try maximize that the oxygen that's being delivered to my muscles. What else? Body composition test. That was done with calipers and just like pinches your skin folds in certain areas of your body, like your thighs, your hips, your waist, your arms, and I think maybe your upper back, I think it was. That was a little surprising. I didn't think I had this high of fat content on my body. It was suggesting that I had 16.9% body fat. I thought it maybe be around 15 or so. And my weight at the time was 193 pounds. And this is late November of last year. And the Corey at TCR in Calgary, who did all these tests for me, he wants to see my weight down to around 185. And well, hopefully, I'm confident I can get there by the end of February or middle of February, whatever my next appointment is. So that was really insightful, informative. Those 3 tests. What else happened? Oh, beginning of December, I went to my wife's had a Christmas or skating party, I guess, and we went public skating, and I kind of fell down and kind of hurt my knee a little bit. Nothing's broken, chipped, or smashed, or nothing like that. But I did have a lot of nerve pain on it. Like I couldn't put any pressure on it. I was worried about doing my weight workout if I could, and it was a lot of pain, a lot of swelling. I was off weights actually for about three weeks. I actually went back to doing weights. When was it? 2 days ago or 3 days ago, and that felt good. So I'm glad I waited 3 weeks to give it rest, time to heal. I went to a physio, or my physiotherapist, 2.5 weeks ago, and she suggested take another week off, which I did, and I gave it a little bit extra too, a little extra time off. And she helped massage the knee a little bit and did some ultrasound on it. Just had some fluid or whatever and some lube on it, and just had this little thing rubbing on it, and I guess it sends some sort of sound waves or whatever, and it apparently increases blood flow in that region and reduces swelling. So I think that helped a little bit too. It still hurts, like when I do stretches, like on my knees or when I'm on my all fours. If I put pressure on it, I'm on a hard surface like a floor that doesn't have carpet or padding, then that hurts still. So I'd say maybe about 90% healed, where it's being healed, meaning pain-free at all ranges of motion and pressure. And my physiotherapist said I ruptured a bursae, which is, I guess, little sacs that are under your kneecap, and they're meant for absorbing pressure or cushion against force against your knee. And I guess it's quite common when you smash your knee or hurt it or whatever, that these little sacs, they rupture, and it takes, you know, a little bit of time to heal and get back to normal. So I think a few of those, or maybe one sac was burst. I'm not sure how many are under your kneecaps. So yeah, that was good. I did my weights, did squats. There's no pressure that I felt, nothing felt out of the ordinary. So I'm back to doing weights again. So I'm really glad about that. And I was just, my legs felt weak and just not how they used to be. So my legs are really, really sore today, and yesterday too. So another couple days, I think they'll be healed up from tearing up those muscle fibers, doing all the leg workout that I did. my calves. I had an issue with my calves last time I did a video. They were cramping up after about 10 minutes of running, and I went to the physiotherapist, and she did a few things. She did dry needling, which is not quite like acupuncture. I guess the needles are a little bit bigger. They go right into your muscle, into like knotty areas of your muscle, and it just kind of stimulates and loosens them up, the knots. So she did that, and that helped a bit. But I think the biggest thing that I started doing once I realized that the cramping was happening and stopping me from running for anything longer than 10 or 15 minutes was that I started foam rolling my ankle or my calves, and almost instantly that alleviated any cramping, any tension when I was running. Buster! Drinking out of the toilet again. Moron. Jesus. Anyways. Yeah, foam rolling my calves. That loosened them up. And I was really cautious at first, running 20 minutes one time and then no pain or no cramping, and then I'd run 30 minutes and nothing. And then all of a sudden I said, you know what, this is going really good. So I ran for an hour, and outside and on the treadmill a few times, and no issues at all. What I do is I'd roll right before my run, and I'd roll right after. Plus on days I didn't exercise or run, I'd roll my calves into once a day at least. And that I still do that, and I'll keep doing that. Maybe I'll back off maybe once every 2 days when I'm really confident that that cramping's not going to come back. What else? Coaching. Part of the reason that my training has kind of dropped off the past, I'd say 2 or 3 weeks, just the cramping of my ankle or the calf, my knee, and it just, nothing felt like it was aligned with my training. I was like training without a purpose. I'm still doing exercising every day, like doing my biking, running, swimming, weights, stretches. I'm still doing that. The program that I wrote out for myself, it just feels way too generic. It's not specialized. It's really tough to get all my hours in, crammed in 4 days, on my 4 days off, and my split shift, which I have a few hours before I go to work for night shift that I can devote to training. Right now I'm supposed to be doing, I think it was 18 and a half hours a week of training. I'm not near that, maybe about half that, for half that amount of hours. So I've never had a coach before. Couldn't afford it when I used to race years ago. So I'm just checking out different coaches. There's one really good coach that was referred to me, and she's not taking any clients for the coaching package that I was interested in. And she has like a program that she can send out programs, but it's not really hands-on coaching for her. She's just sending out programs, and I want more of a hands-on approach. So Marilyn Chakota, I think her name is. She's really good. She's up there in the coaching world. So maybe that's something I want to aim for. Is hiring her as a coach when I do my Ironman in 3 or 4 years. I guess it'll be 3 years now. So TCR is up. The place in the sports lab in Calgary that I go to, they have coaching services. So I'm just contacting them and seeing which one of their coaching packages best suits me. So I'm looking forward to that, and basically what they're going to do is whatever coaching service or whoever I decide to hire, or actually it's more of like an application. You have to apply to them to see if you fit in their schedule, because they have multiple athletes that they coach, and a lot of the time it just can't fit anymore into their schedule. So that's why it hasn't been working out for me right now, as some of these coaches are just too busy. So hopefully TCR gets back to me and figure out a coaching package. And basically what it is, it's like they'll do like a consultation with you, and what are your goals, what's your experience, what's your family life like, well, how much time can you devote, how serious are you, how motivated are you. So all great questions and everything. And then when you get this coach, this I think is one package, is they'll send you weekly workouts around your work schedule, or whatever time you can do this, do your training. And then maybe 1 or 2 emails a week, just checking in, seeing how things are going. I think it's a in-person meeting or a Skype meeting once a month, and an a la carte body composition, VO2 Max, basically what I'm doing already. So I really don't need that part of the coaching package, so maybe I can get a discounted price, or they can substitute another feature of the one that's in their more pricier packages, and substitute that, because I already have the 360 assessment that they offer 4 times a year. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Just plugging away, doing my endurance portion of the training. Today I'm going for a swim, maybe about an hour of swimming, and then I'll come back and maybe do an hour and a half of bike on my trainer here. So I haven't completely stopped training. Once hopefully within the next week or less, I'll have a coach and a detailed specialized program that's suited for my schedule and my goals, and have somebody check in all the time and see how I'm doing, and if anything needs to be tweaked or moved around in my schedule, we can work on that. I think that's it for now. I got a few things in another video that I want to make here. I don't want to get into them right now. I'd love to, but I'm not really totally prepared for it right now. So I will get on with my swim today and come back and do my bike, and we'll go from there. All right, thanks for watching. Take care.